Hello, hello, dear student. Previous class we discussed about the various form of Raoult's law. First, Raoult's law for binary solution, especially for the miscible liquid or solution. Secondly, Raoult's law for binary solution containing volatile solute, as well as also we given certain introduction about Raoult's law for binary solution containing non-volatile solute. So now we discuss the third form of Raoult's law, that is Raoult's law for binary solution containing non-volatile solute. It is also called as Raoult's law and relative lowering of vapor pressure. So in this topic, we given the certain things as introduction in the last classes with the other two law, but again we repeat. These are very important phase about the Raoult's law, and relative lowering of vapor pressure is also a colligative property. So listen carefully again. So we begin. For a binary solution containing non-volatile solute in a liquid, the vapor pressure contribution by non-volatile solute is negligible, and hence in total vapor pressure of the solution it must be neglected. And for this reason, now solution only contain the partial vapor pressure of solvent. Again we repeat, when a solution is formed by the dissolution of non-volatile solute in a solvent and form the binary solution, the vapor pressure contribution by non-volatile solute is taken to be negligible, and hence in the total vapor pressure their contribution must be neglected, and thus now the solution contain only the vapor pressure of solvent. Now also we can see that the vapor pressure of pure solvent. That means mathematically vapor pressure of solution equal to partial vapor pressure of solvent. In this condition, the Raoult's law must be stated as, listen carefully, Raoult's law must be stated as, the partial vapor pressure of solution contain non-volatile solute is directly proportional to the mole fraction of solvent in solution. But more commonly, this law now stated like this. In another word, we can say that, and mostly now the book use this statement, the partial vapor pressure, that is vapor pressure of solution of a solution contain non-volatile solute is equal to the product of the vapor pressure of the pure solvent and its own mole fraction. We repeat this statement. The partial vapor pressure of solution, that is the partial vapor pressure of solvent in solution containing non-volatile solute is equal to the product of the vapor pressure of the pure solvent and its own mole fraction. So these are the statement about the Raoult's law for binary solution containing non-volatile solute. So now we discuss their mathematical expression. Here, contribution of formation of vapor pressure of non-volatile solute in a total vapor pressure is taken to be 0. For this respect, the total vapor pressure in solution is expressed like this: P solution equal to Pa equal to P naught A. Again we repeat. Actually here in solution, the contribution in formation of vapor pressure is only related with the term of partial vapor pressure of the solvent, and contribution of partial vapor pressure of solute is taken to be 0. In previous two law, the partial vapor pressure of solute is denoted by the Pv. So here Pv becomes 0. For this respect, we can say that here P solution equal to Pa equal to P naught A. Now again we begin the Raoult's law. Mathematically, according to Raoult's law for binary solution containing non-volatile solute, Pa equal to P P naught A into chai from the previous two law. Again we repeat, in this law they mathematically express in term of only solvent, so that is Pa equal to P naught A into chai, where Pa is the partial vapor pressure of solvent, P naught A vapor pressure of pure solvent, and chai A, that is vapor pressure of, chai A is the mole fraction of solvent. We already discussed in the previous two law. Now for a binary solution we know that the sum of mole fraction of all component is taken to be 0. So on the basis of these things we write here the chai A plus chai B equal to 1. Therefore chai A equal to 1 minus chai B. So putting the value of chai A from this relation in above relation Pa equal to P naught A into chai A, we get the new relations. What is this? This becomes Pa equal to P naught A into, in छोटी bracket, 1 minus chai B. Again we repeat, Pa equal to P naught A into 1 minus chai B. On solution of this we have Pa equal to P naught A minus P naught A into chai B. More solution we have the P naught A chai B equal to P naught A minus Pa. Again we repeat these things. Listen carefully. If we put the value of chai A in above relation Pa equal to P naught A into chai A, we get like this. Pa equal to P naught A into, in छोटी bracket, 1 minus chai B. On solution we have Pa equal to P naught A minus P naught A chai B. Therefore P naught A chai B equal to P naught A minus Pa, and hence we get a required relation, that is chai B equal to P naught A minus Pa divided by P naught A. Again we repeat, the required relation becomes chai B equal to P naught A minus Pa by P naught A. Here the P naught A minus Pa by P naught A is called a relative lowering of vapor pressure. We already given the concept about the relative lowering of vapor pressure in the beginning classes when we begin the Raoult's law. So again that term must be used, the P naught A minus Pa by P naught A, here called a relative lowering of vapor pressure. So student, these are derivations of the third form of Raoult's law, that is Raoult's law for binary solution containing non-volatile solute. But on the basis of this mathematical expression of this third form, Raoult's law may also stated like this. What is? Raoult's law must be stated like this. At a given temperature, the relative lowering of vapor pressure for a non-volatile solute in a binary solution is always equal to the mole fraction of the solute in which only solvent becomes volatile. So these are statements. Again we repeat these things. At a given temperature, the relative lowering of vapor pressure for a non-volatile solute in a binary solution is always equal to the mole fraction of the solute when solvent alone is volatile. So these are the things about your Raoult's law for binary solution containing non-volatile solute. So these are all three forms of Raoult's law. So we discuss here the another things that is called an ideal solution. Actually, on the basis of Raoult's law, solution is again classified in two types. One is called as the ideal solution, another is called as non-ideal solution. So now here we introduce the term ideal solution and their related significance. What is this? So we begins now here the Raoult's law. According to Raoult's law, your solution become two types, the ideal solution and non-ideal solution. So here introduce the ideal solution. Firstly, we give the definition. So, what is the simple definition about the ideal solution? Listen carefully, my student. And must be concentrated about them and do their own work. So, what is the definition about the ideal solution? The solution which obey the Raoult's law exactly at all concentration, range, and at all temperature is known as ideal solution. Again, we repeat. The solution which obey the Raoult's law exactly at all concentration, range, and at all temperature is known as ideal solution. In another language, we can say that an ideal solution is one which obey Raoult's law over a wide range, that is, over the entire range of concentration at a given temperature. But more understanding and the related cause, the ideal solution also account like this. A solution is said to be ideal solution when like interaction, that is, the interaction present between solute denoted here by BB and solvent indicated by AA in a pure liquid, that means in a pure liquid interaction between on component become equal to the unlike interaction, that is, the attraction forces developed between solute and solvent in solution. That means solvent solute interaction in solution is actually here given the name as ideal solution. Again, we repeat. A solution is said to be ideal solution when like interaction, that is solute and solvent becomes equal to unlike interaction, that is interaction existing between solvent and solute in a solution is here given the name as a ideal solution. Thus, mathematically, for a binary miscible solution contain the component A and B, ideal solution must be indicated like P solution equal to P equal to PA plus PB equal to P naught A chai plus P naught B chai B. So these are their mathematical treatment. Now we discuss there are another things that is known as characteristics of ideal solution. What? Characteristics of ideal solution. So following the important characteristics related with ideal solution. What is this? So the first characteristics, the vapor of each liquid as well as solution considered as a perfect gas. That means vapor of each component as well as vapor of solution must follow all gases law, such as Boyle's law, Charles' law, PV equal to nRT, kinetic molecular theory of gases. So shortcut, the vapor of each liquid and solution considered as a perfect gas. Second, solution and its component must obey Raoult's law exactly. That is Pa equal to P naught A chai, PV equal to P naught B chai B, and hence P equal to Pa plus Pb equal to P naught A chai A plus P naught B chai B. Third, there is no heat change, enthalpy change during mixing of the component. That means no heat evolved or absorbed during the dissolution of solid into solvent to form the binary solution. That means delta H mixing equal to 0. You must know about delta H mixing from the class 11. Next, that is fourth, there is no volume change in making the solutions. That means when solute react into solvent, the total volume of the solution become equal to the sum of volume of component. That means V mixing equal to 0. And the last we can say that the next characteristics become the component do not dissociated or associated in a solution. Again we repeat, the component do not dissociated or associated in a solution. So these are the certain important characteristics about your ideal solution. Must we understand these things? So what do you mean by here ideal solution? What is their important characteristics? We already discussed these things. Certain example about the ideal solution is, listen carefully, certain examples of ideal solution are as follow. The mixture of benzene and toluene, mixture of normal hexane and normal heptane, mixture of ethyl bromide and ethyl chloride, mixture of methyl alcohol and ethyl alcohol, etc. You also see certain examples by the help of a basic book, not in guide. You must be see in basic book. So what is the example? Again we repeat, the mixture of benzene and toluene, mixture of normal hexane and heptane, mixture of ethyl bromide and ethyl chloride, mixture of methyl alcohol and ethyl alcohol, and so on. It can be also represented by the help of a graph, but in audio that graph is not possible. You must be tried to given through the video, but here you must be remember like this. They also can be represented by ideal solution in which mole fraction is taken in x-axis and the partial vapor pressure of component taken in y-axis. In these cases, on one side we write the chi equal to 0, chi b equal to 1. In another side, the same graph we written like the chi b equal to 0 and chi a equal to 1. And we plot the graph between them. Two straight line is obtained, and the resultant, that means the vapor pressure of solution also become the straight line. That means in a graph we see the three straight line: straight line first, straight line second, and straight line third. First indicated like a PA equal to P naught A chi A, and secondly PB equal to P naught B and chi B. And for the solution, their ideal behavior, they are also straight line. P equal to PA plus PB equal to P naught A chi A plus P naught B chi B. So these are the graphical representation. We try to show these things by the help of video or by the help of graphic in possible lecture audio given later. So these are the concept about your what ideal solution. So according to Rawls law, another solution become non-ideal. So we introduce here the non-ideal, and then in next class we discuss the next things. So what is the non-ideal? So if you know the concept of non-ideal, ideal solution, very easy to account the non-ideal solution, but we now here given the statement of the non-ideal. The solution which do not obey Rawls law over the entire range of concentration and at all temperature is called a non-ideal solution. Again we repeat here. The solution which do not obey Rawls law over the entire range of concentration and at all temperature is called as non-ideal solution. In another language, to account their causation etc., non-ideal solution is also defined like this. A solution is said to be non-ideal solution if the unlike interactions between two different components, that is solvent solute, indicated by A dot B, interaction is different, that is higher or lower from the like interaction, that is solvent solvent AA and solute solute. Again we repeat. A solution is said to be non-ideal solution if the unlike interaction between two different components, that is solvent solute AV, interaction is different, that is higher or lower from the like interaction, that is solvent solvent EE and solute solute. Thus mathematically P equal to PA plus PB not equal to P naught A chai A plus P naught B chai B. So these are the definition about the non-ideal solution. And now here the non-ideal becomes two type, and that places we discuss the characteristics of the non-ideal. So what is the two type of non-ideal solution? One becomes non-ideal solution showing the positive deviation from the Raoult's law. Can we repeat? The non-ideal solution become two type. Non-ideal solution showing positive deviation from the Raoult's law, and second non-ideal solution showing negative deviation from the Raoult's law. So these are the two type. We discuss one by one. Here the first become the positive deviation from Raoult's law. So we only give their definition and close this audio, and we discuss the next classes. So what is the meaning about the positive deviation from the Raoult's law? The solution showing positive deviation when the vapor pressure of component, that means partial vapor pressure of each component and vapor pressure of solution is much higher than that of an ideal behavior of the same composition than expected from the Raoult's law. Again we repeat,